All right, it's time to do some salt dough. So let's get to it. Let me show you what we're gonna put together to make it. You need 4 cups of flour, 1 cup of salt. This is not when you want to use your good salt. You want to just use, you know, if you have salt for crafts, you know, if you're writing letters in your salts or something like that for practice, for sensory bins or anything like that, this is not when you want to use like your fine sea salt, unless you want to. But we're gonna save the good sea salt for like when we're actually eating. This you don't want to eat. So 1 cup of salt, and then we're gonna put in 1.5 cups of warm water. And knead it. I'm gonna try to roll this out and let the kids get cutting. Okay, I just spread out some flour on my kitchen table here, and then I'm going to, because my kitchen table is a little bit bigger, I'm gonna try to roll out some of this dough. Actually, I'm gonna cut it in half and roll out half at a time maybe. But I'm not gonna let the kids do it straight on the kitchen table just because we have a couple of metal cookie cutters, and I mean, my table's already scratched up, and we knew getting the table it was going to be a lived-in kitchen table, you know, one that shows the life, but we don't want to do it right away, get as many scratches as possible. So I'm going to roll this out, and then I'm going to give each child maybe a mat, and they can get to decorating and designing.
We have a stocking.
So we have a stocking cookie cutter.
We have a football.
We have a beautiful star. 2 stars.
2 stars. Cool. There's the snowflake. Wait, can they see the snowflake? Oh.
And 2 ninjas.
Okay. And then we have what? Go ahead.
We have a few ninjas, 4 to be exact, all different poses.
We have gingerbread ninjas.
We have a ginger woman.
2 ordinary gingerbread men.
And then
That is all.
this kind of looks like a puzzle piece to me. All right, and then we also took out some toothpicks to make holes and stuff in them, or just little designs. You could just poke a little swirl in it or whatever you want. But we took those out too. You could do forks. You could do anything that makes an indent. If you have some of those cool Play-Doh things that make patterns and stuff, you could do that too. So let me cut these up and put them on their mats, and then they can get to designing. Okay, I know the lighting is bad, we're losing the sun, but we're in the middle of decorating our salt dough ornaments, and the kids came up with a great idea. We're gonna do a little mini contest. I don't know if you've ever seen the show Nailed It. Basically, it is a dessert show, or it's a dessert show, where they take bakers who like to bake but are not necessarily the best, and they give them these like different cake pops and cakes and things, all these things, to crazy designs to make, and then they get a timed amount to get this thing done. Look it up. It's probably the worst explanation ever coming from me, but they get a timed amount. They got to replicate these desserts or these fancy things. So we're gonna do that today. We're gonna do that with our we have 4 ninja gingerbread men, or women, and so we are going to do that with these, and probably, I don't know. There you go. We have 4 different poses, and each child can pick one, and then we're going to have a timed amount, and they are going to decorate their ninja as best they can. So I've rolled out some dough, and then I'm going to put the ninja people down, and then we will let them get to that. So we are going to time them. How long do you guys think you should get? Let's do 1 minute and see what we come up with. 3, 2, 1, go. 1 minute was not enough, so we're gonna add another minute to the clock here. Five, 4, 3, 2, one. You're done.
No, say nailed it.
All right. Oh, hands up. Tools down. Okay, so it's entry number 1.
Nailed it.
Here's entry number 2.
You say nailed it. Nailed it.
And then we have entry number 3.
Nailed it.
So we're gonna keep decorating and making some more just fun stuff, and then I'll show you what happens after we bake them and paint them. Okay, we are just putting them as they're done on the tray. One thing I do want to mention is that some of these are like too close to the edge. So if you want to make these into ornaments, you need to make sure that you're leaving room for to make a little circle in it, so that that's where the string after it's done baking will go in. So, and then also when you make that little hole, make sure you might want to gently flip it over. And make sure the hole goes all the way through the back. I probably should make this one just a little bit bigger because as it bakes, it may close up a little bit, and then you won't be able to get the string in there. I mean, they'll still be cute little Christmas decorations, but they wouldn't be able to be ornaments because you won't be able to get the hole through. You won't be able, the hole won't go all the way through for you to tie your ribbon or your string through it. Okay, it's actually a day later, and we have let these cook and then take them, or baked and taken them out. And these are some of our finished ones. Here's one of our footballs. So that's the back side of it. Here's what I mean by we really want to put in your designs and decorations. You make sure that you have deep lines in there because as it bakes, it'll puff it up a little bit more. But I think they came out cute. They're about to get super cute because we're going to paint them. A tip that there is that you can spray paint these all white if you want to, and then that way when you paint them, they are all like they have a matte finish or start a blank canvas more feel to it. But we're not going to. We're just going to go ahead and do it like this. I also think that they're really cute just natural like this. So that's an option as well. I just set up some little paint stations for my kids. We have some old magazines on top of some plastic placemats here, and I did use the back side of their placemats just in case we get some paint on there. We are going to use acrylic paints today. I think that this will probably work out the best for them, and then we're just going to let them paint them and have a good time, and then I'll show you what they're like when they're all done. So here are our finished ornaments. They are looking so cute. Some will be ornaments and some will just be decorations. This little one, I think my daughter said she just wanted to keep as a little decoration to have around, and that's fine. I think the same as this one because like I was saying, the hole, if we weren't careful, the hole wouldn't punch all the way through, and this was one that didn't get all the way through, but she's okay with just having that as a decor. Some of our little man got a little injured in the process, but they went ahead and painted them anyways, and I just think they are so adorable. It's such a fun memory to have. You can put on the back of them the year that you made them with like a Sharpie or something, and just have them for memories. You could also, if you wanted to, put some kind of clear coat over them to preserve them, to make them last a little bit longer. We're not going to take that extra step right now. We'll probably... We may, if in years to come it looks like they're getting a little too faded, but for now we're going to leave them like this. I did put one on a string so you could see that you can make them into ornaments. This was one of my oldest, his ninja from our Nailed It challenge, but I just wanted to show you the finished project, show you how much fun it is. You could also do much fancier ones if you wanted to. You could do, these would make great fun gifts for like grandparents and things like that. But we just wanted to do a fun craft activity for this season, and this is what we decided to do. You could do these for really any season though. You could do Valentine ones, you can do Easter ones. It's just a lot of fun to pull out, let the kids bake them, paint them. If you want to do, it is a messy project. So if you want to do that, this is a super great one, but it does clean up pretty well. Thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate you hanging out with me and my family as we created another memory this year. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you aren't already, maybe consider subscribing. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for joining us. I truly, truly appreciate it. And I really appreciate you hanging out and spending your time with me. Thanks again.